All right. Got a dead turkey, unfortunately. It's super frustrating. So, Friday, September 8th, we went out last night to do night chores, and turkey is, what you doing, bud? Had a dead turkey. Hey, it's freezing. It's cold. It's Friday, September 8th. So not ideal. Super frustrating year with turkeys. Natalie was out yesterday afternoon and they were fine. It was the crippled one. It was the one with the bum legs. So, hey, look, part of what we're doing here is it's a journey for us too. We never claim to know everything about this homesteading journey, and this is the result of it. Man, typically we end up with about 12 to 15 turkeys. And we've gone through, I don't even know how many this year. We're down to 3 big guys and 2. Man, that cough is still getting at me. A couple years ago, we had a turkey. So I don't know if you remember the turkey's legs. They grew funky. They almost grew backwards. A few years ago, we noticed it when they were smaller, when they were little guys, and we actually culled the turkeys. We put them down. And again, in our ignorance, the turkeys seemed fine, and we were gonna let it grow, and that's on us. You know, at the end of the day, what's really crappy about that, what we don't ever want is we don't ever want them to be in pain. I mean, that's kind of, you know, what we're doing here it's unfortunate. So moving forward, we've tried both ways. We culled the one when back in geez Louise, let me start over. A couple years ago, when we noticed the turkeys their legs were growing the wrong way, we culled it. We put it down. This time, a few years later, we had one. We didn't notice the legs until later, so I think that was one of the reasons we're like, oh my gosh, they're getting big. She seems fine. She's walking around. You've got, again, from a financial standpoint, and what we're doing here is growing food. From that standpoint, from a capital standpoint, we've invested all this time and money and energy. If she looks fine, I think we can take her to harvest. Let's take her to harvest. But obviously that didn't work. So lesson learned. Again, we're constantly learning lessons. From now on, if we notice, you know, defects in their legs, we're gonna call them. We're gonna put them down. I always say how wonderful it is to we have an opportunity to raise these animals. I always say that they won the animal lottery, right? They live the best life possible. And when things like that happen, I can't help but wonder if we made a major mistake, and if that turkey was suffering. It's just not a good feeling, especially as the manager, right? That's on us for sure. We got it's Fun Friday again. So I know I mentioned last week, Natalie and the kids head into town, and they've got a homeschool group that they meet up with every Friday. They call it Fun Friday. Do a little learning and playing, and have a great time. So we gotta get cooking. All right, so she's already out with the pigs. We gotta move the pigs today too. And I gotta get this turkey. I'm gonna get this guy. We'll put him in, or we'll put her in the compost. Oh, and we gotta take the trash out. Friday, trash day. Okay. Schedules. A lot of feedback, a lot of comments. I don't know how you have time to do all this. I think it's super important, especially days like today. We're super busy. I'm a huge advocate of jam-packing your calendar. You know, I use Google Calendar. I color code everything, and I live by the adage that white space is the devil. I think that's you, Grant Cardone. A little shout out to Grant Cardone. White space is the devil. We heard it growing up as kiddos, right? I mean, that's why our parents kept us busy. Sports and theater and activity, whatever that looked like. A huge advocate of making sure your calendar is jam-packed. No white space. Only bad things happen when there's nothing to do, right? Got a pig on the loose. I had a twist there. I had a twist in the net. So I came back and had to redo the net. The one thing I wanted to point out, because of the twist, it wasn't as tight at the end. So I started planking back over here, and what I realized, I was stepping on the pig poop. I was going back into their old paddock. So I readjusted, came back over. I'd rather pull it tight this way, because again, the whole reason we are moving these pigs every 7 days is to get them out of any chance of parasites and in the poop. So every 7 days we want to get them out of their old poop and into a new paddock, and I was infringing on their old paddock, and I noticed that, and I made the adjustment. So all right, I cannot forget. Let's turn off the water. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. I remembered last Friday, but if you recall, the barrel was pretty much full and we moved it. This time we're filling a brand new barrel. What you doing? Oh, you guys are playing tag? Where's Daisy? Let's get these kids to... Can't lose sight, right? Can't lose sight of why we're doing this in the first place. And I will tell you, in the beginning, I had a really hard time doing that with my type A crazy personality. Wanted to get out, we gotta get stuff done. We gotta get stuff done, right? And then I'm missing all the wonderful activities, all the wonderful life experiences that are going by in front of me with my children, right? So, getting back to the calendar, scheduling, keeping yourself busy, no white space. Living your best year ever it's a great journal. I will start planning for next year here in October, so it's mid-September, so next month I'll start doing my next year's Living Your Best Year Ever. The way it's set up is it's a weekly, quarterly, well, it's a year-long. What are your goals? What are your big 3 goals for the year? And then you break it down quarterly, monthly, and weekly. So what I do is I have my 3 big goals. I know what I want to accomplish. Every Saturday morning, and this is just me, got a friend of mine, he does it on Sunday evenings. Actually, Darren's a huge advocate of Sunday. He has a Sunday planning system. The reason I don't do it on Sundays is it's our rest day. We truly rest, we disconnect. I don't want to be thinking about work. I don't want to be thinking about my goals. I don't want to be thinking about anything on Sundays but my family and just recharging and relaxing, revamping. So I don't do it on Sundays. I know plenty of people do it on Sundays. So for me, I'll wake up early Saturday mornings. I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I get up before everybody in the household, usually around 4:30. Get up, make a pot of coffee, go in my office, and then I will. The way he's got it set up is you look at your goals, your weekly goals, your monthly goals, your quarterly goals, and then you break them down for the week. What do I need to accomplish each and every day? And you keep track every single day. Did I do what I said I was gonna do? So on Saturdays, I go back, I look at what I did, and how did I do? I reassess, I come up with fixes and aha moments, and what do I need to do to make sure I'm not off track next week? What can I do better? What can I change? That sort of thing. So Saturday morning, I calibrate. It takes me about an hour. I calibrate for the week. I then transpose that onto my Google Calendar. So literally when my wife and my kids wake up on Saturday, I'm done. I'm done for the weekend, so to speak. I am done. I've gone over my goals. I've gone over last week. I put everything on the calendar. I know what my calendar is going to look like next week. It's done. It's set. It's in stone. It's done. And then I can stop thinking about it. For me, that's what works. It gets it out of my head. It allows me to truly engage with my family. You know, Jim Rohn, I think Jim Rohn said, hey, I'm at the office. Something like this. I'm gonna butcher it. Don't hold me to it. I'm at the office and all I can think about is taking my family to the beach. My family wants me to take them to the beach, so I'm just thinking about taking them to the beach. But I'm at the office. Should be thinking about office work. Then what happens? I get to the beach. I'm with my family. I should be concentrated and thinking about my family. And what am I doing? I'm thinking about the office. Come on, Goose. Come on, Goose. And his point is, I don't know why I do this with all the noise. Be fully engaged with whatever you're doing. When you're office, be at the office. When you're at the office, be at the office. When you're with your family, be with your family. Now I can focus on my family. Whew. I just got shocked hard. Oh. Whew, I just got shocked hard. Fence is on. I've got a metal hose running into a bucket of water. And what do? I grab the metal hose that's touching the fence. That got me good. That got me good. Now my elbow hurts. All right, I think we're good. I'm gonna kill this water and go help Natalie finish up. Good Fun Friday. Yes? Stop. Thank you. What's that?
Once you mount that side, there'll be more of it. Oh, it's swatting.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. She's picky today. I saved it twice.
Let me go turn that water on real quick. All right, we are done for the day. Got Natalie and the kids back home with enough time to finish up and head to Fun Friday. A lot of craziness today, right? Dead turkey, dead chicken. They all weren't within the last 24 hours. Chicken happened 48 hours ago. Dead chicken, dead turkey. Mary stepped in the milk. Got shocked. Some scheduling, some calendar, some goal advice. Hopefully, hopefully you picked up something from this video. Again, that's the goal. That's my hope. If you guys can pick something up to help you in your homesteading journey, it's all worth it. Happy Friday. My goodness, it's September 8th. Unbelievable. And the Chiefs lost last night. Go Broncos. Broncos have the Raiders Sunday. Hey, little small wins. Right, so sorry for all the Chiefs fans, but man, that was exciting. It was a good game. I'm usually in bed way before that game hooked me in. I stayed up and watched the final, and couldn't be happier with the Chiefs loss. So AFC West, go Broncos.